Good evening, everybody. It's very hot here in Iowa. We're supposed to get a couple of days of pretty heat days. I think we are, it's our turn now. So I'm in the basement in my yoga studio. So I'm pretty cool here. So I just thought I'll share some evening routines I usually do, and I recommend to my students to really help themselves from stress and burnout that they go through, right? I thought I'll do a half an hour show today on my evening routine, and also any questions, anything that you want to add, you could come up and add to that too. Um, Welcome. A lot of people they kind of relax in the evening, but sometimes we may go and have a good time outside too, which is okay too. But suppose you are somebody who have these days very rare that people have 8 to 5 jobs like before because people work around the clock, right? But the idea is if you have worked a certain number of hours, either day or night, how could you revive yourself by allowing yourself to unwind, relax, and rejuvenate, right? That is what I was going to focus on. You know, what I do usually is I do a, uh, you know, come home or to my hotel room if I'm working as a hospitalist or whatever. I do vinyasa, like a series of yoga poses pretty quickly, or I may do sun salutations, or I may just do stretching and deep breathing too. By the way, I did a program, a video on that good stretch all over with deep breathing. That is probably available somewhere in these talks. I heard in hundreds of talks on these channels. But you could find out that was there. I think last year I did maybe. But basically, using yoga either for vinyasa or subluxation or stretching, I do allow all the tension and stiffness go out of my body. And then I will do the regular pranayama, which are very good things to do, you know. And then after the real good workout, I may take a shower with cold and hot water alternate, especially with the COVID effect. Wherever you come from the hospital or the clinic, you want to really take a good shower. And so usually that is done first before there is exercise and all that. If you are after the exercises, if you are really sweated out, you may take another one quickly. That's okay. But usually the practice is if you come from the hospital, you just dump all those clothes right in the beginning, and then let the infection do not spread to other people. That's a precaution you take, right? Uh, so, um, but I like very soothing Indian classical music or jazz music, right? You can do that, and then it's a very good thing if you are fortunate enough to have a family and to you can have a dinner at home. Fortunately, my wife cooks at home, and she loves to cook every day, and so we get to eat very fresh, nicely homemade food, that we could eat. If the kids are around, they will. Otherwise, me and her, right? Um, then uh, it's a question of taking care of our teeth, taking care of our, all that. One of the important tips that come from yoga is how you massage your gums. Also scrape your tongue. That's an important thing. It will appear gross to you, but that's a very good health tip. So I'm 69. I never had a cavity. I think I attribute that to yogic way of teeth cleaning. They always want you to swish and spit out after the meal, like a 17 times they recommend. But I may do it 4 times probably. But that is easy to do, right? So don't let all the particles stay in the gums, and then you have the gingivitis from that. Okay. So you can have regular checkup, regular cleanup of the teeth and all that, but this is a regular thing that you could do. Okay, and then before you sleep, uh, it's recommended to have yoga nidra or shavasana. Okay, where there's a progressive muscle relaxation that happens. You can do that sitting down too. If you sit down and do the head to toe scanning with deep breathing, and your focus is on the what you are doing, is much better. But it's better to somebody tell you to do each step and you do it rather than you doing it by yourself. Okay, or you can record your voice one time and then do that. Okay, I'm show you a sample of that today, so that you can experience that progressive muscle relaxation, and that's very important. See, that is at the before bed, right? But also before bed, you could do a couple of things. You could relive all that happened in the day, and then you kind of empty all those things, good or bad reactions through the day, just like that. That's a very good practice. And spend some time to unwind yourself and then relax and then go to the bed. And I have something particularly I do, which is kind of may not be understood by many people, but I kind of slip into what I call the being, by really being aware of it, and then not having any thoughts in a thoughtless state. You slip in. That is a very good sleep. In the morning when you wake up, it's a very good thing. So it's a kind of importance for the self attention that you do. And you see, our strength lies in our being, not in our thinking. So even if you don't have any thoughts and sleep, it's not that invigorating as much as you are abide by your real self in your being. Okay, so attention. So that is important. That is the only important factor in this self-abidance. If you can do that, that will be wonderful. Anyway, I have come to the evening routine with a lot of people, because lots of people may go to a bar and take a shot, and or they may spend time with their friends, or they may unwind different ways. That's okay. But then but some people who are nervous wrecks, who are depressed, who are really anxious, those people may want to do what I am saying, is to come home and have home meals and spend time with the family, and then really get your body tensions, mind tensions, all of them out, and also unwind yourself in both body and mind, right? And also really work on your tomorrow, like you're going to do something special. Write them down, but take them out also from your mind. And then anything simple, silly, you can always dump them. But if it is really important things that are coming up tomorrow, you want to plan for tonight, but then plan it, keep it aside, and then eliminate from your mind. So that way, in the evening, you are unwinded from the day that you have spent, and you are getting ready for the day coming in. Okay, but not without having the thoughts about anxiety about that, but just know about important things that are coming up, and then sleep on them. Really sleep on them. Sleep on them is you kind of put them away from your mind. Okay, there are certain things that you could do. One is kind of relaxation response that you could elicit, or you can do shavasana, which is the complete relaxation of the body in corpse pose. Ideally, this should be done on the floor. But today, I'm just going to give you a taste of it, how it can be done sitting down too. As usual, always sit erect with both your feet firmly on the floor, and your back is not leaning in the chair, and you stay back, and then close your eyes, and then keep your hands loosely on the knees, and then you start with your toes. As I say, uh, contract your toes, you do, and then I say prolong, relax. You relax your toes after you contract them. Like that, I would call on each part of the body, and you do that from toe to head. Okay, let's start. Contract your toes up and put them down. Relax, relax. Lift up your foot at the ankle, and with progressive relaxation, put them down. You breathe out whenever you are relaxing. That helps a lot. Now come to the calf muscles. Contract them first and breathe out, relax and release them. To the knees, relax the knees with breathing out. Thigh muscles, contract them and relax. Relax your hips. Relax your pelvic organ. Relax your lower abdomen. Relax your upper abdomen. Relax the side of the abdomen. Relax the back of the lower abdomen. Relax the side of the chest wall. Relax the breastbone area. Relax the clavicle muscles. Relax the clavicules. Relax the shoulders. Relax the upper arms. Relax the elbows. Relax the forearms. Relax the wrists. Relax the fingers. Come to the neck. Relax the neck. Relax the front part of the neck, sides of the neck, and the back of the neck. Relax. Let it go. You are relaxed completely below the neck. Now relax the chin, the jaw bones, the cheeks, the mouth, both lips, and muscles around both lips, and the nose. Relax the eyes. Relax both eyebrows. Relax the temples. Relax the ears. Relax the scalp. Take deep breath and relax the whole body. Feel the progressive relaxation. Just relax. Take deep breaths inside and outside. Okay, that's a simple sample of how you can do progressive muscle relaxation. Okay, so you settle down in the bed, unwind yourself, relax like this, and then slip into the sleep without aid of a sleeping pill or any alcohol, anything like that. So, especially when you are really, you know, stressed out or burned out, this kind of regularity will help a lot. Okay, I know modern conditions are different, modern work is different, but whenever you get into the bed, first unwind. Give like a half an hour to 45 minutes for you to unwind. Don't think about things, don't worry about things, let them be. At least for this night, you can't do anything about it. If you can do something about it, do it. Otherwise, just accept and surrender to the fact that you cannot do tonight for that. So You deal with the present that is presented to you. Use the time to regenerate and revive your body and mind, right? So, review of reactions of the entire day, unwinding the body and the mind, relaxing the whole body and the mind, keeping away all sorts of plans and everything from your mind, and then abide in your real self, the essence. That is going to be difficult probably, but at least you can deliberately make your bedroom or wherever you're doing is not having any TV or computer, and you kind of focus on just making the evening just relaxation for you and go to sleep. That is given as a prescription for people with runaway thoughts, anxiety, depression, and all that. Okay, so to manage their own body, to manage their own mind, I give this evening routine. It depends on who needs what. Some people may have some medical conditions. Some people may have stress in their neck and the back. So we give some exercises for that too. I just want to introduce you this evening routine also, so that you have started my morning routine and spend the day. I was asking you to spend in the moment everything that you do, and in the evening you kind of invite the relaxation, invite the night that's going to regenerate your body and mind, all your organs, right? In the morning, again, what we talked about in the morning. So I'm going to come in the evening time like this and talk to you for half an hour, 45 minutes, so that if you have any questions, you can always come and talk to me about it. Okay. Uh, so on the Noom Vibe, there are 9 people. Anybody wants to come up and ask me anything or contribute to this? So this is going to be ongoing, so that people will have questions or comments or anything like that. We can discuss ongoing, because the modern life is always asking you to go, 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 go. Once you have figured out what is your purpose, what is that you want to do, you want to have your tools, your body, your mind effective, right? So it's not like beating the hearts continuously, but it's like taking care of the heart so that it can run faster and better, right? So the same thing, we need to really guard our energy. We need to guard our, inner vitality by appropriately giving the rest to the body and the mind. Okay, if you do that, you will be having a good life in the terms of you enjoy things, you enjoy your work, you enjoy your colleagues, you enjoy your family, you enjoy yourself, and so that's what the yoga taught me. Just not to be miserable, not to be negative, but more like contributory, helping, and giving. Right? That's what it taught me. And so I'm here just to give my intake on how anybody should relax. Okay, they may say, "Oh, you know how to relax." Yeah, that's fine. But then lots of people take medications. After a while, lots of people drink alcohol to sleep and all that. If you do without them, you will revive your natural diurnal rhythms, which are very, very restorative of the organs. Okay, the liver, the gallbladders, the pancreas, all these they require rest. Okay, and once you provide them, they will recover much faster. So the purpose of sleep, especially if you are working daytime, nighttime sleep. But if you suppose by you have to work at night, at least during the day, how you unwind, how you relax, how you restore all your energies is important. Don't drink if you can help it. Tea, coffee, anything like a stimulant. Don't drink the energy drink that has a lot of caffeine in it. Read about it and then choose what you want. And don't smoke. And also, if you are smoking, cut it down. Then I can always help you if you want me to help you with the smoking reduction and stoppage too. Then you in the diet also don't eat heavy before sleep. You eat something that is lighter, okay, and then go to sleep. There's so much more about sleep. We will talk about it at length as we go along. If somebody has specific question on that, I can answer that for now. Otherwise, I will give a complete uh, idea about what is good sleep, how to get good sleep, and the neuroanatomy and physiology of it, and the yogic perspective on the sleep. Um, I kind of sleep very well because I kind of empty my mind very quickly and unwind, and I don't pay attention to the devices. In the last 30 minutes, I go to sleep. Okay. And then when I get up, also, I don't look at them for half an hour, right? So that kind of control on the devices helps us a lot. Okay. Imagine you don't need any pain, I'm 69, I never took a sleeping pill. Okay. That's what I want my patients also have. If provided if they can sleep without medication, I would prefer that. I would always encourage them to cut down the dose of medication that they are taking and practice these non-invasive ancient practices of shavasana, yoga nidra, and also this meditation, mindfulness. All these things will help us to reverse the fast pace that we are running in the modern world. It's just a better preparation for the modern world. I also work in the modern world. I also work with technology and data. But these simple things that I could do by myself has allowed me not to take any medications, and also not to drink and sleep, or not to smoke anything like that. I think that's you have the longevity, you have better health if you follow this natural diurnal rhythms, natural way of allowing function properly in great alertness and awareness in the morning, and come home and really sleep very well. Okay, hopefully that helps somebody, and I'll be doing this regularly. I don't know how frequently, but it all depends upon how my consultations and all this go. But I will try to come at 6 o'clock my time, at least for half an hour. Okay, so before I leave, I will give one more chance for anybody to come up and ask me any question. And otherwise, I'll be leaving soon. And I'll see you again tomorrow morning. Dr. Rao, hi. Hi, Ray. How are you? I'm alright. How are you? I am great. I was just gonna sleep. I had like some meetings and stuff, so yeah, I was just gonna sleep now. Good. Saw your room, came in, yeah, felt very relaxed. Good. Thank you very much. Good, 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 good. I'm glad it helped you. I think the more you kind of regulate yourself like that, first spend some time unwind, yeah, and then relax with this exercise and go to sleep, and you will be happy. You got up in the morning completely energized. That is the testament, whether it's working or not, whether we have the energy, really unbound and all that. Yes, absolutely. Sleeping healthy is equal to waking up healthy. Yeah, yeah, no doubt about it. Yeah. Absolutely, Dr. Rao. Thank you very much. See you next time. Okay. Thank you. Good night. Good night. Bye bye. Yeah, that is Ray. Okay. Okay. So I'm glad at least one person is helped by that. I'm sure everybody have their own way of sleeping well, and they can come and stop it. But this is about the suppose that we have a bad day at office. What do we do? Do we carry that anger, that resentment, and all of that, or do we have a habit of not clinging to it, letting it go? That's also a thing that we need to talk about. Some are justified, some are people really get hurt because of the cruelty of the life. But then, do we have to really receive that insult to respond to that? Okay, to react to it. And here, Buddha displayed a tremendous lesson one time. So he was giving a discourse. somebody came and really abused him. He didn't like it, and he was abusing him. And then he even spit on him. And then there was no movement on the Buddha's part. And the person left, and the other guys asked, "How come you did not respond to anything?" He said, "Somebody insults. If you don't take it, you don't have to respond to it." And also, this was his problem, not my problem. So he never allowed the negativity touch him. But if it's like out of spite, he cannot do much. But if it's like a constructive criticism, he can do that. Okay, so he wasn't doing that. He was insulting. He was saying some things that are irrational and all that. So, but usually we let our anger come out, and we let our righteousness, like we shouldn't be talking to like that, or we may feel so much about ourselves, so we feel our ego is hurt, and that's why other people are saying that I shouldn't be taking. I have my own self, and I have my own image and all that. So all that is thought made. So Buddha doesn't react. That's what he said. Two arrow theory, right? First arrow from the life, either disease, either insult, either something will come up there without us knowing about it. But then how we react is the second arrow. He said, I cannot do anything about the first arrow, but the second arrow, I can train you how to not to react to things that are happening. You may look at something and you may take, okay, what they're saying is really true. I should be doing something. That's fine. That's a constructive criticism. But if somebody is out of malice, out of spite, they're saying something to you, you may want to be intelligently ignore that, not allowing it to absorb. There's a process called pratyahara in yoga. That means ahara means food. Pratyahara means you reject in the form of the thoughts and insults. They are also kind of food, right? You want to uh, really neglect that and not allow it to reach. The stimuli may come, but the reaction is not there, then it won't be doing anything. It's a very difficult thing. I know that where people instantly react and then get hurt and get really feel like because they never worked on what is the ego, who is it that is responding or reacting, not responding, reacting, who is it that is feeling hurt. All that is thought made. Our real self is beyond that. Once you establish in that, you will not be able. So, like I told you, when I slip into the sleep with um, at night time in the being, it helps a lot. Okay, so it's a kind of deeper meditation takes you there. And once you establish yourself in the real essence and then go there and sleep, that means your thoughts are basically quieted, completely emptied mind. And that kind of thing is very regenerating. Okay. So when you get up in the morning, you are much more ready to solve the problems, to go with a lot of energy, not with hang up, not with you'll be bright and alert and really go there. So focus on your evening routine. And if you have any questions, DM me. Or if you want to come here, I'll be coming this hour as much as possible. If I don't have any other commitment, or I will come definitely at 6 o'clock. Morning 8 o'clock, we are doing the morning routine, and evening 6 o'clock we do the evening routine. Maybe I will take you to my yoga studio and make you do the shavasana truly, lying down on the floor and doing that. As I'm repeating that, you do that, and you can record it if you want to, and then do it at your own convenience. Okay. So with that, I will wait a couple of more minutes to see whether anybody has any questions or any comments. You can tell me about it, or you can tell me what is working for you. How much importance do you give for your pre-sleep routine and after sleep routine? Pre-sleep routine is where ambience. Make sure your bedroom is only for day sleeping, and make sure you don't have any TV or electronic devices, phone, and all that. There's somebody wants to come up. Let's. Okay, Lois, my friend, to my rescue. I love her. She is very good. Nice. Hi, Lois.
Hi, Doctor. How you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm wonderful.
Yeah.
You had just said something that I was thinking about when I was walking this morning.
Yeah.
Uh, Somebody asked me something about because I've been changing my sleep routine,
Ah.
but they said, "Well, what are you doing?" I said, "Well, I decided that just like I have dental hygiene and physical hygiene and all of, I have to have sleep hygiene. So
Yeah.
trying to increase the amount of sleep because when you're retired, you can do what you want when you want, wake up whenever. So I didn't. So I kind of threw away the sleep routine and then just wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning. I'll do a bunch of work and then I go to sleep and then I get back up later and do something and then go back to sleep. But what it was doing, it was breaking up the routine
Yeah.
of me getting into the deep restorative sleep.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so what I've been doing is I've changed it, and I got a sleep hygiene routine
Yeah. Definitely.
where of course the phone is on DND.
Mm.
Okay, where at a certain point in time the TV will go on a timer, and
Yeah.
when the TV goes off the timer, I don't get up and turn it back on because that was a habit of mine. Turn it back on.
Yeah.
Sleep goes on the timer. I sit there and I do. Well, everybody probably already know that. Where I actually do a day in review,
Yeah.
so that anything that I was carrying or anything that I felt like I didn't do, I could have did better on.
Yeah.
Okay, I review that and then I do my visualization, seeing myself doing it better or
Yeah.
responding better or whatever. And then when I go to sleep, I have nothing in my brain.
Yeah.
I know it sounds so crazy. I have
Exactly.
nothing. And so I actually sleep much more soundly. And
Yeah.
then when I wake up, I don't pick up the things that I have to do right away.
Yeah. True.
We talked about that before I
Yeah.
start with this. Before I jump up and even run to the bathroom, I
Yeah.
do a body scan because I'm older and
Yes.
I've learned that jumping up and my blood pressure will drop.
Ah.
I can fall,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
But I had to learn that the hard way by jumping up too fast
Yeah.
and then the gravity and I bumped all into the wall. So
Yeah.
it takes my time. So I take my time when I go to sleep and I take my time when I wake up and I'm gentle with myself. I don't,
Yeah.
oh, I gotta go to sleep at this time. If I don't go at that time, and I don't say I gotta make it up because you
Yeah.
can't make up sleep.
That
Okay, it doesn't
vacating
really
the
work like that.
vacating the mind, I call vacation every day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's
And for me, I vacate the mind by doing the day in
yeah.
review
On the
and
Instagram,
leave.
one of our friends sit on board. She said, pre-sleep journaling and releasing thoughts that don't serve me. That's pretty good too. You know. So it happens with people quite a bit. You know. So let's see, Priyang, somebody. Hi, Priyanka.
Hi, Dr. Rao. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Okay. What do you think about this evening routine?
Yeah, it's an important one.
Yeah.
I'm glad that you're addressing this today.
Yeah.
Uh, what I believe, obviously, as everyone said, and you've been saying that,
Yeah.
stop. I stop looking at my phone in my
Ah,
daily life.
yeah.
Uh, so being calm, not taking unnecessary tension,
Yeah.
just, in the moment.
Hmm.
Things come and go, but we shouldn't stress about that,
Yeah.
especially before you sleep. So being calm, practicing that calmness, mindfulness,
Yeah.
just taking some time to focus on my breathing.
Hmm.
Um, and my kid too, I need to sleep her. I put her down to sleep. I'll just keep
Yeah.
swaying at the time I do that breathing, like constant. I mean, focus on my breathing, like 5 minutes, at least 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Um, no phone, good diet,
Yeah.
no sugars, sleeping. Yeah,
Yeah. Very good. Very good. You see that keeping the device is important because we are living in the information overload age, and this
mm-hmm.
continuous feeding of the information without giving a break is really doing a lot of damage to the attention span from the kids to the adults, you know. So I see a lot of people with the attention deficit because of this excessive use of phone and devices.
Mm-hmm.
They cannot live. Even my own daughter, if I take the phone away from her, she will kill me probably. you know.
Yeah.
Uh, so we are kind of addicted to that. The way I recommend Priyanka for that is
Mm-hmm.
15 minutes before sleep, put them to rest, and then don't wake them right after you wake up. 15 minutes later, wake them up. That's a simple thing to do. But people say, oh, still I have to follow this news, that news. That means there is no organized mind that's happening. You are taking all the stimuli. There's a big danger for this. Whatever you are given unconsciously, you are absorbing them. They go and form what are called retained thinking samskaras in Sanskrit. Okay, those samskaras
Mm-hmm.
will come and get up when you are not anticipating them. So it's kind of you are allowing them to go into subconscious and then they stay there.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them
Right.
pretty serious because they kind of suppose you hate somebody and then you go on building that, suddenly all that comes out.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So every day wash them off. Don't cling to anything. Just one. That's one thing I teach in my yoga class. Don't cling to anything. If an experience comes, learn from it, learn lesson, keep that lesson, but don't keep the entire episode, everything into your mind. Okay, so that kind of awareness would help us a lot. Okay, so anybody else? So thank you, Priyanka, for coming up and telling your routine, which is good. And as we as we rest the mind, really important to understand. Mind also needs to regenerate. One other thing I tell people to do every day is every 1 hour while you are working, take a minute, just 1 minute, and take deep breaths. That way, you can kind of stop the mind there and come back to your present moment as you are deep breathing. Just don't breathe, but be aware of the air coming into the nose and touching the tip of the nose and going. That kind of simple practice doing during the day will help you keep yourself in the present moment. That is very good because if you can do that, then you can break all the circuits that are happening without any break. We think, and we want to think more, we want to have more information. We don't need more information. We need more insights into the information that is coming in. Remember that. I think then you can deal with a lot of information like I do, but I don't cling on to that unless that is needed, important one. So cling on to the insights that you gather from that is the wisdom, but not to every other dialogue, everything else. And also, you are reacting to each dialogue and then you remember those reactions. Don't do that. Don't click, let them go. Each moment actually precious. Each moment is fresh. It's not laden with the past that is dead or into future that's not at here. What is real is only our moment. For me, that is life. That's why I always say, be in the present, be in the present. Okay. So the more you deep breathe, the more you cut down that flow of thoughts, and that's much better for you. Okay, I think that's good enough for today for the beginning, and we will do meet like this every day, and then you can bring individual concerns or individual experiences that are pretty good. Like Rosetta was talking about journaling, that's a pretty good one. You can empty all the things if you do something physical, especially writing with hand. You can dump all that on the journal, and then if you want, you can review them later. But for the night, they are all done. Don't cling to that. That's a good thing about the journaling. Okay. All right. And I think it is about time. I will be leaving now and I'll be come back again tomorrow. Morning, 8 o'clock for the morning routine. Okay.
other students to fall in love with reading like I fell in love with reading. So I introduced them to amazing stories that engages.
Percentage of the cells, roughly about 10,000 cells, which is reducing every single day of our life. But people who are regular meditators actually stall it or keep it stable or play to those cells. There was a very popular monk whose brain was studied, and you will find a lot of data pertaining to him. It was Mingyur scan which was done. His brain cells were studied, and the entire aging of the brain was derived with him as well as the people who were controls or people who were not meditating. It was found that there was a gap of 10 years. So even at the age of 40, his brain was 30 years older, 30 years younger. So definitely if you want to talk of longevity of the brain, you want to live longer, you want your brain to be sharper, you want your brain to be fitter, you want to be having a great memory, you want to have super focus, super attention, meditation is the way to go.